Welcome to the video tutorial of GreenCloud VPS. Today, we will show you how to fix the BusyBox error during boot on Debian. On KVM-VPS, the disk often appears as /dev/VDA. If the kernel or initramfs doesn't have VirtIO drivers, the disk won't be detected, and the system won't be able to mount it. You can verify this with the following command. If you see /dev/VDA1, /dev/VDA2, etc., the disk is detected, and the problem isn't driver related. This usually occurs due to a sudden shutdown or restart, disk or host failure, or improper shutdown, not using power off or shutdown. You can resolve it with the following command. If the UUID and configuration files doesn't match the actual disk UUIDs, the system can't mount the root partition and will drop to initramfs. Before continuing, enter your system through rescue mode and mount the root file system. Next, check the configuration files. Then, run the following command to get the actual UUIDs of your partitions. You can see the following output. Next, check if grub is using the correct root UUID with the following command. If the root value doesn't match /dev/VDA1, then regenerate grub. Then, update the grub. Finally, update initramfs to reflect all changes. After everything is corrected, exit rescue mode and reboot. If all UUIDs are correct and there are no other issues, the VPS should now boot normally. Before performing any of the following recovery operations, boot the system using rescue mode. Next, verify available kernel versions. Then, check and fix the resume file, swap UUID. In this case, /dev/VDA2 is your swap partition. The resume configuration file must reference the UUID of your active swap partition. If it doesn't match, you'll get warnings during update initramfs, and suspend or resume functions may break. Now, open the resume configuration file. Ensure the UUID matches that of the swap partition UUID. Then, update using the following command. If you're running a standard Debian 12 setup with the default kernel, and you haven't manually changed or upgraded it, you can reinstall this kernel version as a reliable fallback. Now, move into the temporary directory. Next, download the Debian kernel package from Snapshot. Then, install the downloaded kernel package. Continue to regenerate the initramfs image for the installed kernel version. Then, update grub to recognize the kernel. After that, Disable rescue mode, and your system should now boot normally into the installed and configured kernel. If your VPS still can't boot after fixing UUID, reinstalling grub, or updating initramfs, the issue may come from an outdated or broken kernel lacking necessary drivers. Installing the latest kernel from Debian backports is a reliable way to restore full system functionality. First, access the OS via rescue mode, and chroot into your system. Next, enable backports and install the latest kernel. This installs the newest kernel available for Debian 12. Next, rebuild initramfs, reinstall grub bootloader, and update grub. Then, exit rescue mode and reboot. This method resolves most kernel or driver-related boot issues, especially on KVM VPS using VirtIO disks. It is the most reliable fix if earlier recovery attempts didn't work.